Good morning, fasties. I'm getting ready to do my little 5K walk in-house. I am on my period. Today is a fast day. My stomach is in pain and I'm anticipating, just like my mood being the challenge for my fast today. Just because I am on my period and I know that I have a lot to do. So just having to cater towards all those things and not just being able to rest and relax. I'm gonna need to be leaning on the power of the Lord today.
Walk, 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 walk. There you go. That's the brisk power pace that gets you in great shape. Come on, let's try to keep up with that. Walk, 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 walk.
So if you're new, welcome. My name is Reese, and this is the Fast Track to Health, where we use fasting to lose weight, become healthy, and to maintain. In the month of October, my fasting game was not on point. I was making sure that I was doing my walking, but life was just life, y'all, and I kind of went MIA because I was trying to keep my priorities in order, and I needed to serve my family, and I didn't have energy to do much else other than that. Don't feel bad, y'all, though. It wasn't just YouTube. I wasn't even doing my hair. I was rocking a ponytail for about 2 weeks straight in the month of October. Life had just got a little rough because at the end of September, it was pretty busy. So, my twins had their 10-year birthday celebration and we went to Six Flags. So right after that, it was my birthday and then my nephew's birthday, and then life just took off, and I thought I anticipated it. Y'all had a whole calendar made out for the month of October, and things just did not go to plan. I did the things that I needed to do, but other stuff just had to get pushed to the wayside. And during the month, I was feeling guilty about it, but looking back on it, I know I can see that I needed that time. And so I'm cool with that decision. Today, me and my husband have a wedding to go to for one of his coworkers. So I'm finally doing my hair after not for about 2-3 weeks at this point. And it's so amazing how small things like getting outside, walking, getting some vitamin D, sunlight, getting in your word, combing your hair, taking a shower can just lift your mood, because that's literally what happened. I'm like, oh, my hair is combed. I just felt lighter. I am realizing that this battle is going to be a lot longer, a lot deeper than I initially anticipated. And on one regard, it makes me ugh. But on the other hand, it's just the battle that I have to fight. For other people, it might be a shorter, more simple battle. But for me, with my weight and gluttony and self-control and my dependency on the Lord in this area of my life, I have to keep relearning that lesson. And the renewal of my mind, I don't know how long it's going to take for this process to actually be completed. But as for right now, I'm just fighting the good fight, y'all. So for those of you who do not know and the ones who do, I'm going to give you a little refresher. I started my journey, which I started documenting on this channel, November 2023. It was the day after Thanksgiving last year, which we're coming up on Thanksgiving again. So I felt like, oh, this is perfect. We're in November now, guys. And I decided that I was going to really fight this battle again, give it my all, and put it in the Lord's hand. My husband was going to be my accountability partner. We were doing it together, and we started on our journey of alternate day fasting. So initially at the end of November, we just started to fast. December 1st, where we were going to commit to a rolling fast protocol where we were doing a 48-hour fast, broke our fast on his off day, and then a 72-hour fast, a 72-plus-hour fast, and then broke our fast on Sunday, on his other off day. The middle is probably the only part that's still wet, and your girl is looking good. Look at her. She shrunk up a lot, but I like the length that I get. And y'all saw my hair when it was straight, so my hair pretty long. But shrinkage is real when you're natural, and shrinkage means health. So if your hair not shrinking, it ain't healthy. But yeah, fasties. Y'all can see the back of it. Excuse our bathroom, it's a little junky, but you see, it shrink up a lot. And we stuck to that plan all the way until February 7th, which is when I got admitted into the hospital for gallbladder attacks, and I had to get my gallbladder removed. Coming out of that, it was like that surgery tried to derail me. Up until that point, I was doing amazing. I started off my weight loss journey at 186. The day I went into the hospital for my gallbladder removal, I was 155. And then from that point, I just been like trying to hang on for dear life and somewhat struggling, not struggling as far as my weight going back up, but struggling to get back on the path that I was, because my initial goal was to hit 145 and I never reached that. The smallest weight I've gotten to was 147, which was right before our 10-year anniversary trip, which was, our anniversary was July, but our trip was in August. And I was super excited, celebrated with y'all. We went on our trip, we enjoyed ourselves, had a good time. And I just kind of been in like a maintenance range since February 7th, honestly, which is about 162 is like my highest that I've gotten. And then my lowest is 147. And so since then, I'm trying to figure out the path back to a consistent regimen so that I can actually reach my goal of 145, maybe get smaller, because I'm still trying to lose that excess belly fat and just the loose skin, the changes in my body have gone through because of pregnancy and being up and down in my weight in this past decade. It's just, my body's just different. And so I might have to lose more fat to get the desired look that I would like than I would have in the past if my skin was still tight and taut to my body. But nevertheless, that's neither here nor there. That's like the dilemma that I'm in. So like during this past month, I have not done any hardcore fasting, but my weight has been able to be stable and I've been able to maintain. And so I am thankful to the Lord for that aspect. Like I cracked the code on that. I do think I need to go deeper in like my recipes and just like my diet. Like what am I choosing to eat for the rest of my life to maintain my health, and then also just sticking to a consistent fasting regimen rather than like, oh, I'm going to fast for 2 days here, a fast there. Like when I was on my protocol of weight loss, when I was doing the rolling fast, it was a consistent plan and I stuck to it and I did not waver from it, and it worked. And I know I need to make my way back there, but it's just kind of hard to lock back in when you've been dedicated like that, and then something happens that throws you off, and then it's just, I haven't been able to find my way back there consistently. That's exercise. But for so long, I would just be like bogged down by the excuses of my circumstances. And I'm like not taking advantage of the things that I can. So if I couldn't make it to the gym because I have to keep too many kids or I have too many responsibilities as far as watching after little ones, I wouldn't move my body at all. And it's like I had to switch that thinking, shift that mindset, renew my mind, and then just live in the space of gratitude, and how that, even simply switching that type of mindset, will propel you or push you forward to something greater, like living a greater life with the results that you want. Because I'm just sitting here so grateful of like how good God is, and blown away by how good God is. Like He provides. He's a provider. I pray for my children to have relationships and friendships, social outlets, and like I pray for my next door neighbor to have children. They have children. Like my son was just playing basketball down the street with a neighbor. He don't live here, but it's his grandparents' house. He come periodically. I'm just looking around this beautiful day as I'm walking while my kids outside getting sunlight, playing, socializing. And I'm just grateful. My heart is so glad to see how good God is. Like He's a provider. I pray and I ask Him for my needs. and where I had lack, and he answers. Like, he always answers, whether the answer is yes or no, but he answers like he hears me. And I could never be more grateful for that. So all that to just say, y'all, be grateful and stop living in excuses. If you want something for your life and it's good for you and it's according to God's will and desire for your life, pray about it and then start making steps in the right direction. I still have a desire to be like in my ideal version or life of myself, to be like this strong, ripped, athletic woman. I ain't got time to be lifting weights and stuff. So cardiovascular health is what I'm focusing on in this season. I can walk, I can move my body in that way. And I can still do body weight strength exercises at home. But I have to be dedicated and diligent and put in effort towards those things.